Jody Wilson-Raybould will finally give her side of the SNC-Lavalin story today, breaking almost 3 weeks of silence that has fueled the anonymously sourced controversy and shaken the Trudeau government to its core. Meanwhile, Conservative Deputy Leader Risa Raitt asked what information Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's office gave SNC-Lavalin about its criminal case, and then pushed Government House Leader Bardish Shagar for more details.
On September 4th, the Director of Public Prosecutions actually informed SNC-Lavalin that they would not be receiving a deferred public prosecution agreement. However, in the audited financial statements of SNC-Lavalin, they indicate that the company was advised by the Director of the PPC in October 2018 that it would not be invited by the PPSC. Who in the Prime Minister's office gave the assurance between September 4th and October 10 that there would not be a problem with the PPSA?
It's once again not surprising that the Conservatives will undermine the work of committees. Once again, it's not surprising that the Conservatives will undermine the work of the Conflict of Interest and Ethics Commissioner. Mr. Speaker, they did it for 10 years under Stephen Harper, and today they have chosen a new leader, but it still remains the same party of Stephen Harper.
The Toronto District School Board says 2 students have been injured in a stabbing outside a high school. The board says York Memorial Collegiate Institute was put into lockdown after classes yesterday, and the injured students' parents were notified. Toronto police say they were called around 3:30 about an altercation involving 10 to 15 young people. When emergency personnel arrived, police say 2 male students were found with stab wounds that were listed as life-threatening, but police spokesperson Katrina Aragante says once the youths arrived at the hospital, it was determined one was in stable condition while the other had minor injuries. She says police do not yet have any suspects. The U.S. House has voted to block President Donald Trump's emergency declaration, a measure intended to get him billions of extra dollars to build his border wall.
Well, we are not going to give any president, Democratic or Republican, a blank check to shred the Constitution of the United States. We would be delinquent in our duties as members of Congress if we did not overturn what the president is proposing. He is asking each and every one of us to turn our backs on the oath of office that we took to the Constitution of the United States. I do not believe that the Republicans want to do that. I don't think it's consistent with what they have advocated in the near term and historically. Is your oath of office to Donald Trump, or is your oath of office to the Constitution of the United States?
U.S. President Donald Trump met with Vietnamese President Nguyen Phu Trong and Prime Minister Nguyen Xuan Phuc in Hanoi today, ahead of his summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, which just began. The 55-plus senior recreation program held one of their bi-monthly RC airplane meets at the Northern Community Center on Gooley Avenue. On TV went down and spoke with one of the lead organizers, Peter Smith, about what he enjoys so much about what some might consider just toys.
My name is Peter Smith. Been flying here probably about 13 years, but I'm a hobbyist. I do it for fun. This is what I do for relaxation. This is a fantastic flying venue for us. My son played soccer here for many years. He's off at university now, and we tried to get the facility, but it was $140 an hour, and that's just above what everybody can pay. So being affiliated with the 55 Plus has made this all possible. They can do pretty well any maneuver that a full-size acrobatic plane can do. So they can spin, they can do incredible waterfalls, all sorts of intricate maneuvers that large full-size planes do. It's just so much fun. It's the most fun you can have, especially with radio control. Like radio control, you can do boats, You can do cars. You can do a lot of different things. But planes are three-dimensional. They're not two-dimensional. And you add that one dimension, makes a huge difference. We have a website. It's sumodelers.ca. Modelers with two L's, the old-fashioned way. That's the best way to get in touch with us. We have a field all summer. It's at the end of Lees Bay Road at the St. Mary's River. And just come out when a nice day. We don't like flying when it's raining or if it's torrential winds like the other day. We can't fly in those sort of conditions. But come on down and watch what we're doing, and we're very approachable, and we also have, usually we have trainers available.